Hey YouTube, it's Kharyzma and I am in the process of making a dress. However, I don't know exactly how I want to make it. But what you see here before you is, okay, I use this blue dress here as a pattern because I like the way that this dress fits me. And so I already used that as a pattern. As you can see here, this is the body of this dress, but you know, I just cut it out. So what you would do first is, well, first of all, let me explain. I think with what I have before me, I want to make a mermaid dress, but I want to do it with the sleeves to be different than the dress. And you know how the sleeves sometimes start like they're a little different, they start a little higher. That's what I wanted to do, and this dress has that. And then I want to add different sleeves and then the mermaid part on the bottom. So I have all these colors and stuff. You see, I have like this sparkly fabric, which I have a scarf. I have scarves made of this on my online store. Get a dress that fits you well, and you would use that as a pattern. You're going to make believe that this is fabric because I already cut mine out. So make believe this is like a fresh roll of fabric or whatever. You put your dress over it, and you see how this is cut out a different way. So you would take this and fold it in. And you don't have to have this specific dress to do this either. You can have any dress, and then you would just take it and cut it and fold the sleeves in, see, like that, so that you could just have that shape. And then you would cut it out up to like your knee part if you wanted to make it mermaid. You don't have to, but that's what I'm going to be doing in this tutorial. You would cut it all the way up to where your knee, above your knee, because if you're going to make it mermaid, then it's going to look nice. So then when you're done, you remove it, and bam, you have this. Okay, YouTube, we're up to the part where we're making a pattern for our sleeve, and what you see here is just my dress and the pattern paper that I'm using. This is just like packing paper. You can find it at Target or Rite Aid in the school supply section, or wherever they have like packing supplies. And for the roll, it was only about $3. You shouldn't pay any more than that for the roll. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to make a pattern for the sleeve by taking the sleeve onto the pattern paper and just tracing it. I know that I cut my shirt from here. This is where I had folded it in to have that, you know, different effect. And I'm just going to simply now trace it. Hopefully you can see with the pen. And I'm tracing it out. I'm not adding seam allowance to what I'm tracing, but when I do cut it out, I will add the seam allowance for it. Let me make sure, yeah, that's where I did it. And then you see like that, so that has the shape of it already. And then I put the lines here, so I know that this line is gonna come straight down to here. This is where I'm gonna cut it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out. And then that's going to be my pattern, and I'll be back and show you the next step. So now we're up to our sleeve part, and I am deciding to use black. I have this black sparkly fabric that I would like, and it's stretch, to use for my sleeves. And let me know if you guys want to get this fabric, because I'll make it available on my store. I just don't want to have a whole bunch of fabric that's just sitting around and then no one orders it. So if anyone wants this and people request it, I'll make it available on my store. Okay, so what you're going to do is you have your fabric, and this right here is the fold of it. On my pattern, when I cut it out, I made sure I put where the fold was, and then where the sleeve was open, where the underarm was, and where the shoulder was, just so that I was aware, so that, you know, if you didn't label it, it's like you're looking at the shape trying to remember, okay, what's, you know, going on. So that will help you if you do that. So you take your pattern and you place it. See, I wrote on my pattern that this is the fold, so this is the fold of my fabric. It's inside out. place that on the fold, and I'm gonna come down here because I don't want to use up all this fabric. And sometimes you'll find that the paper will curl up or whatever. You can use a weight or something to hold it in place. So now, and I'll use 2 of them, I'm just gonna go on and cut out the pattern, and I'll leave a little bit of for seam allowance. This is gonna be the open part, ain't no more than a 1/2 inch less than. You'll be able to see better when you're doing it on yours, and you'll be able to estimate about how much you should be cutting. But that's what I'm doing here. Let me make sure you guys can see. Sometimes I cut and then you guys can't see what I'm doing, so please excuse me. And that's what we're doing, so just cutting it out. Alright. Okay, so that's for one sleeve. I'm going to go ahead and do it again for the second sleeve off camera, but you'll get the point. So I'll come back when I have 2, but this is the first one. Okay, YouTube, after you finish cutting out your sleeves, you are going to locate the underarm parts and place a pin there on both of the sleeves, and just take it to your sewing machine and stitch that underarm part only. Put your sleeves away for now. I'm going to show you how to attach them a little bit later. We're going to move on to the mermaid portion of the skirt. So we're at the mermaid part of our skirt. So your fabric is going to be folded in half the regular way. And you know how the selvage edge is on this side, and this is where the fold is. So then you're just going to take it and you're going to fold it over this way. And you'll be able to tell like the length, because you'll see, like, you'll know how long you want your mermaid part to be. So then the corner, the closed side is here, the open side is there. You're going to take this, see where the corner is. This is where you're going to be cutting your half circle to make that. And just to know that you're cutting an even half circle, you could just take this fabric here and then just kind of bring it over like this. That'll give you an idea, and you don't have to use the whole fabric. You know, you can cut right here. And so that's what I'm going to be doing now. Just going to move it over here and then make my cut right here. So now what you're going to do is you're going to, you could start off cutting like 1 inch and then put it around your dress to see if it'll fit. So for now, we're going to cut off about 1 inch and see. And I'll come back with the skirt to see if it fits. Okay, YouTube, so you're going to get your dress. This is the bottom of it. And you're going to take your mermaid part. And you're going to see, what you're trying to do is see if this part here is wide enough to attach. So as you can see, we have this, and no, it's not wide enough to attach. So you would just take it again, fold it back up, and then you'll just make sure it's even, and then you're gonna cut this circle again right here at the smaller part. You're just basically trying to make it wide enough so that you can cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut about another inch and see. You want to do it a little at a time so that it's not, okay, see, this is fine. It's not even, but it's going to stretch out. So I'm going to let that be it then. That'll be fine so that it could just stretch. And that'll be your bottom. So now you're going to want to attach it. So you're going to take your pins. You're going to take your circle skirt. You're going to put it like this. Place your dress inside. The dress is right side out. The circle part is inside out. You place that over. You're just going to even it out. And it's a circle all the way. You're going to just pin all the way around. I'm not going to do that now, but I'm just showing you really quickly. You're going to pin all the way around. And then after you're done pinning this all the way, like you even it out, stretch it out so that it can fit. and then pin that all the way around. And you're going to take that to your sewing machine. See? And you're going to just stitch all the way around that circle. Do it on a zigzag stitch because you're using stretch. And that'll be guys, that. So now for your sleeve part, I've already attached one sleeve. I'll show you what it's looking like. See, it is so pretty. I'm so excited. Look at this sparkly and with that black and white. And this side has the beautiful pattern. It's so pretty. So remember, you took your sleeve and you stitched it on the bottom so that you would know where that bottom, like the underarm part is. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take, you know where the underarm is because you sewn under there, and so that underarm part goes out. You're going to know that this is your underarm, and you're going to just attach the seams. Make sure they match. And this, both of them are right side out, so it's fine. So attach that, match those seams up really carefully so it's fine. And then you're going to just place a pin. And see, because this sleeve is not a normal sleeve, this is open. So you're just going to attach it all the way around till you get to the top part, because the sleeve matches up to the shoulder. Because remember, this is not a normal sleeve. It's almost like a baseball tee kind of thing. You know how the baseball style t-shirts are, where it's not a normal sleeve. See? It's attached and it should sort of be like this. Okay guys, so when it's attached, your sleeves will look sort of like this. Is so pretty. So take it to your sewing machine and sew on your sleeves and your mermaid part. Also guys, I forgot to tell you to please remember to hem your neck hole, hem your armholes, and hem the bottom of your mermaid part, the bottom of your skirt. And I'll come back and show you how I styled this. Thank you guys for watching. Check out my online store. If you'd like this custom made, please send me an inbox or something. This fabric, I probably have just about a yard left. So if I can't make it in this style, I can have other styles that I can make for you. Thank you so much. Check out my Instagram and have a wonderful day. I love you all. Bye-bye.